It was late, and we had just finished a small family dinner in the cozy dining room. Everyone except my daughter, who was busy with wedding preparations. As I sipped my wine, I noticed Claire's phone buzzing on the table. She reached for it quickly, her face suddenly tense, her eyes darting. "Is everything all right?" I asked, trying to keep my concern hidden. But I could see it in her expression. Something was wrong. Something she wasn't telling me. "Yeah, just work," Claire replied too quickly. She turned her phone face down on the table. That made me uneasy. I tried to shake it off. We were divorced, after all. Why should I care if her phone buzzed? But as I sat there pretending to enjoy the evening, my mind wandered. Her strained behavior, the sudden emotional distance. There was something more to it, and I couldn't let it go. Days passed, but the unease stayed with me. Something didn't feel right. Then, by accident, I found a message. An innocent-looking text that wasn't innocent at all. "I miss you. I'll be with you tonight. Don't forget the ring." It wasn't from her husband, Mike. It was from someone else. Someone who had been a part of her life. A man I didn't recognize. A name I would soon know all too well. My heart sank. 1,000 questions raced through my mind. What had I missed all these years? How had she kept this hidden from me? From Emily? The weight of the truth settled in my chest like a stone. When I finally confronted Claire, there was no hiding it anymore. "You think I don't know?" My voice shook with disbelief and anger. "You think I didn't see the signs, Claire?" She flushed with guilt, forcing a laugh. "You're overreacting. It's nothing." "Nothing?" I scoffed, stepping closer. My heart pounded. "Who is he, Claire? Who are you lying to now?" She hesitated, shifting nervously before she finally gave me a name. It wasn't the name itself that hit me. It was the realization of the betrayal. The truth that the woman I had once loved, the mother of my child, had been sleeping with another man behind my back. The confrontation was explosive. My emotions, bottled up for so long, erupted with a force I couldn't control. "Why?" I shouted, shaking Claire by the shoulders. Why this way? What happened to us?" She recoiled, trying to push me away. "Let me go." But I wasn't done. I needed to know the truth. All of it. That's when he appeared. Jake, her secret lover. His eyes were cold, calculating. A man with no remorse. He had gotten what he wanted, and now stood there smugly, as if he were entitled to everything. I didn't hesitate. In the heat of the moment, I grabbed the nearest object, a heavy vase, and slammed it onto the ground. The sound of breaking glass filled the room, but it wasn't enough. The fury in my chest still burned. They no longer controlled the situation. I was taking it back. Slowly, methodically, I put my plan into motion. Revenge would come. No one would escape. I watched. I listened. I prepared. Mike was easy. He had always been the stable one, the dependable one. But stability is built on secrets. And I knew where to dig. With one phone call, I exposed his illicit gambling problem to his boss. Within days, he was fired. His reputation? In ruins. He had no idea I was the one who pulled the strings. Claire was a different challenge. She had always been the charming one, the woman who could smile her way out of anything. But that smile wouldn't save her now. I made sure her affair with Jake was exposed in front of all the right people. Her family, her friends, and worst of all, Emily. Jake's downfall was swift, unforgiving. I made sure he lost everything, his job, his reputation, his friends. He thought he could walk away from the wreckage. He underestimated me. Then came the wedding. It should have been a day of joy. But I wasn't there for the smiles or laughter. I was there for something else. A final reckoning. When Claire stood up to speak during the reception, her voice trembled with emotion. She glanced at me nervously. But she had no control over the narrative anymore. With a calm that contrasted the storm inside me, I stood. "Claire, before you continue," I said, my voice cutting through the murmurs of the crowd, "I have something to say." The room fell silent. Then I dropped the bombshell. I exposed the truth about her affair, her lies, the destruction she had caused. But I wasn't done. There was one final piece to reveal. I turned to Mike. "By the way," I said, my voice even, "you're not Emily's real father either." The silence was deafening. Emily's face drained of color. She turned slowly to Claire, her voice breaking. "You lied to me my whole life." The aftermath was inevitable. Claire, Mike, Jake, each of them left broken. The weight of their lies had finally caught up to them. As I looked back at what I had done, I couldn't deny the feeling of justice. Revenge had been served. But the cost? It had changed me. Some betrayals break us. Others build us into something stronger. What do you think? Was justice served? Subscribe for more stories of betrayal, revenge, and the consequences of lies.